Good afternoon. Welcome to Grandthumb Farms here on Rustic Roots. I'm Marlin and I'm Frugal. And this is Fancy versus Frugal. Got a lot to do today. I'm just finishing up placing down some cones so that I can plow a field. I've got to get, or I'd like to get my animals started, get them purchased and fed and that kind of thing. But I'm also going to plant canola. I believe it's canola. Yes, it is canola. And until just now, I thought today was the last day or the last month to plant it. And it turns out that it's not. So that might change things up a bit, but I'm still going to act like I want to try to get it in before this day is over, and I'm going to slow down time as much as I can. I'd like to say that Colt hogged the day, but I was super busy finishing up putting some stuff on the farm today. This is my Bobcat, little skid steer, and I've got a few items in stock that I may need that I brought back earlier, and then I realized I needed some more stuffs. I got some hay and straw, pig feed, and compost, and I better take the truck, it'll be easier. And I'm going to turn around this way. I'm going to be raising meats, pig and cattle, and it's going to take some time for me to get all set up, so I have to have something else to do. And one of the things I'm going to do is grow strawberries and watermelons, and these are my greenhouses for them. They take solid fertilizer, no, they take liquid fertilizer, compost, and water. And then I have an orchard that we'll see in just a minute that uses the same inputs. You can buy compost, which I did today, but you can make it by fermenting organic matter like grass and hay, and I'm thinking manure. Under this little lean-to is my tedder slash rake, and under this little shed is my animal trailer. That truck and trailer is not mine, that's Uncle G's. In this shed I have my tractor, Massey Ferguson 283, 86 horsepower. I've got a roller, I've got a planter, I've got a seeder, I've got a sprayer, I've got a mower, cultivator, plow, and food mixer. The reason I have this is I have to put organic matter into the silo to ferment it, and the only way to get bales in it is to shred the bales, and that's what that does. It's kind of a bale shredder. In a minute I'm gonna start plowing, so I'm gonna go ahead and hook the plow. Not a very big plow. But my starting out loan was about $700,000, and I think I've got pretty much everything I need. I'm going to put this over here by the first cone. Okay. I hope those cones help. It'd have been nice to have 2 or 3 cones instead of just the corners. Over here I have a water tank and a liquid fertilizer tank, because I need to get the liquid fertilizer to the greenhouses and to the orchard. I also need water for the pigsty, but I think I'm going to get automatic watering installed. I have a little trailer for my truck. I've got a little baler, square baler. I've got a lime spreader. I've got a bale trailer. I've got a grain trailer. And I have a harvester. Over here, that contraption back there, that is a wood chip silo. And this first silo here to the left is for compost. And this over here is the manure heap. It's connected to the pigsty. And here's where right now where we water the pigs, we drop off straw for manure, and we feed them in here. And over on this piece of property, I have the cattle barn where I can pick up manure, feed them, and drop them off. The pigsty holds 500. It holds a bunch. Let's double check it. And then this one holds 43 cattle. And over here is the orchard, and it's apricots and plums. And again, they have water, liquid fertilizer, and compost. And I think you have to do some type of cultivation or pruning, but I'll have to look that up to make sure what it is so I can do it correctly, so I can get the best yield possible. I am going to take it to a production in town, and I'm going to have jam made with the apricots and the plums. Alright, so that I think is everything. Pigs, cattle, our stuffs. So I'm going to get this field cut open. After that, I'll get a worker to cultivate it. I'll do a little just to see how the cultivator works. I haven't used it yet. And then while they're cultivating, I will get the animals fed so that I can go pick them up and get that going, because that's going to take the longest. I didn't mention I'm picking up 132 piglets. And my livestock trailer holds 10. So that would be 14 trips. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So I need to line up on the 180. On the bottom left, you can see the 180. There we go. And create field, which I think is Y. It is. And then there it goes. Okay. I just need to drive straight. And there should be that cone that I set down a minute ago. And I'll meet up with it. And there's a couple of corners. This will take a little bit to do. We'll put it on a time lapse and see if this just ruins the day for us. Well, I was supposed to make this field, but however, it's not the first field that I needed to make. It is for canola. No, it's not for canola. This is going to be my sorghum field because sorghum is one of the base foods for the pigs. I've got to cut 4 fields. One is for wheat, one is for canola, and those are about half of the food, and then the sorghum is most of the food. And sorghum doesn't get planted until next spring. So I'm going to leave this as it is, and then I'll cut the other 3 fields next month. We'll have to prep and plant both the wheat and the canola, and the canola will just be on the late part of the cycle. We'll figure out how to get it all straight eventually, I guess. But I realized it was the wrong field way too late. Okay, I've got hay to feed, straw to distribute, and get the pig feed out, and then I have to take care of the greenhouses. So I'm going to deliver all the food and the supplies to the pigsty, the cattle barn, the orchard, and the greenhouses, and then I can go pick up my livestock. Pigsty and cattle barn are ready. I'm going to grab my cattle first, and I'm not sure, I might be able to hold 5 in this trailer, and I need 10. I rolled past it. Okay. We're going with limousine. We're going to have to buy the 18-month. So it's 11,625. This is the first batch. They're in there. I'll get these back to the barn and we'll come pick up the second batch. All right, 5. Limousine, move to husbandry. And we have our first new friends. Let's go get those other 5. I'm gonna double check the... So we can't have much more food than 1 bale of hay, or much more straw. It didn't hold a whole lot, so we're gonna have to keep on top of this. All right, I'm going back to get the other one. I'll be right back. I believe the next time I purchase cattle is... Actually, I'll have to look. In 7 months, I'll purchase another 10. Okay, let's move these to the husbandry. We have our happy cattle. Okay, let's go get some swine. This will be the fun trips. Hopefully I can get them all before the animal dealer closes for the evening. We will see. Before it gets too dark, let's run by the meat market and take a look at the schedule that we have to be on. I think it's going to take us 2 years, or no, maybe 14 months for the pigs. It might be 2 years for the cattle, but they're going to be self-sustaining. And the cattle I'll sell twice a year, and the pigs I'll sell every few months. I have to have 6-month-old pigs and 12-month-old cattle in order to have them butchered. That is the goal. Let's go get our swine. I think I'm gonna get Berkshire, and we get 0 month. 10 at a time. So this is 10 of 132. Little baby piggies. And I didn't look to see how much they cost. I'm tempted to ask Colt if I could borrow his trailer for just a minute. Just to knock these out before they close. I'm guessing they close at 6 o'clock. Who knows? We'll see. That field looks good though. I gotta pick up my cones and figure out where I'm gonna put the other. I know where the potato field's gonna be. I'm not sure where. Whoops. We're not putting these in the cattle barn. I know where the potato field's gonna be, but I'm not quite sure where the... Well, I think I have an idea where the other 2 fields are gonna go. pigs won't eat much until they get older, and then they eat a lot. Move to husbandry. I think I might give Colt a call just to feel him out. And I'm sure he'll tell me that I owe him. He always wants to hold that over your head. Or at least my head. Hey Colt.
What's up, little brother?
I have a favor to ask.
I love you owing me for favors. What you got?
The animal dealer's gonna close soon, and I need to fill up my pig barn. Can I borrow your stock trailer?
Do you need a Mercedes too?
No, I'll use Uncle G's.
Sure, I'll have it ready for you.
Thanks, bro.
No problem. Good luck.
I don't think I want to have something hanging over me on day one. I'll just go ahead and knock this out. Head down, bunch of trips. We'll get it. We finally have our last load of 2 pigs. It's been quite a journey. I'm almost out of fuel. I got to thinking while I load up the greenhouses and orchards, I would get a worker to cultivate this field, but it looks like it's got some large stones on it, and I may look into leasing a stone picker once I cut those other fields, so I don't have to deal with the large stones. Move the last 2 to the husbandry. And we should have 132 pigs. Okay, we have our friends here. And by morning they should all be happy, happy, happy. And they're already making some poop. That'll work. I'm gonna need to get a shovel so I can move that over. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is fill up the greenhouses and the orchards. Park this. I don't have a way to clean it. It'll be fine. I am gonna fill up the tractor though while I'm thinking about it. It's a pay-as-you-go pump. Okay, let's see where all the stuff goes. Grab water first. pretty sure these tanks work. Water in. Oops, it's dripping out the back. Wonder why it stopped. Huh. Okay. So that's where the water goes. Let's see. The fertilizer. I've got to go easy with the fertilizer because it's expensive. I think I have 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 liters. So I'll put 1,000 in each of them and see how long it lasts. Oh, stop. Okay. And oops. It needs compost. I can barely reach that. I might get a big bag attachment if I have to. Well, I'm not going to have to use these very often. Hopefully I'll be making my own. One of the byproducts from the greenhouses and possibly the orchards is something that can go into the compost. Oh, that goes right in. Okay. Let's see what this greenhouse is. Oh, this is my strawberries. Water, fertilizer, compost, organic waste. We're going to activate that, and it can hold lots of water and lots of compost and 4,000 fertilizer. It uses 0.15 fertilizer. Okay. I'm going to get the other greenhouse and the 2 orchards filled, and we'll look at the orchards after I do that. Everything's full up. Let's see what's on the inside here. All the tools we need. The plum orchard uses the same stuff. Enable watering. Huh. I didn't see that on the other one. It doesn't have it. Oh, here it is. Activate. I'm going to enable watering. I'll look at the apricots, enable watering and activate. And the watermelon, I'm going to activate and enable watering. That makes it easier. On the butcher shop, when we bring the cows, it'll hold 300 at a time. Liters is actually the quantity of cows. 1 cow is 1 liter, is the way it works. If we were to activate the cow processing, you get For 1 cow, you get 220 ground beef, 220 steak, 105 sausage, and 105 pepperoni. So I guess 5 cows will get you a pallet of ground beef and a pallet of steak, and with 100 left over, that's the right math. And then 10 cows get you a pallet of sausage and a pallet of pepperoni. And with the pigs, you can add to the sausage and pepperoni. You also get bacon, pork, and ham. I'm not going to look at the prices yet. When we work on plums, 10 plums is 10 plum jam, plus you get organic waste. And 3 apricots is 3 apricot jam. Oh, you need sugar too. Uh-oh. I'll have to think about that. Maybe the pigs will get sugar beets instead of potatoes. Whoa. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, today was kind of messed up. I was supposed to cut the field out here for the canola. And then I've got some property on the other side of the road. That's the butcher shop there. Next to the butcher shop, I've got a little plot of land that's part of this property. I can show you. So field 16 picks up this area here. So I'm going to have a field here and then a field here in this area. And my sugar beets, I guess it's going to be, because I need to make sugar somehow, is going to go in this little area here. And I'll have a path that goes through the trees. And I can cut down several of these trees and also some trees back behind that other piece of property. And I'm going to make wood chips, and then come December I'll sell them. That's my plan on that. Well, I felt kind of silly about making that mistake, but the field is cut. And when we come back, I'll cut the other 3 fields, and then we'll survey it or send soil samples in, and then we'll be able to work the property. I just got to put everything away. I was going to run some more water. Maybe I'm going to run one more load of water over to the pigs, because I'd hate for them to run out. I need to keep them healthy, because they're going to be our cash crop. I do appreciate you coming out and spending some of your time with me here today. I thank you, and I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.